As we wrap up our well-deserved summer vacations and get ready for the new challenges at work or at school, we enjoy taking a look back and a look forward. As a nation and a city, we celebrated all those who work in the service of the public safety. We also celebrated all the volunteers who give so much to make Lawndale a better place to live. We'd like to show you how to avoid costly mistakes when making home improvements, and we have some tips on how to stay safe in the new school year. All these stories and more are coming your way as Lawndale Living begins right now. Hello and welcome to this edition of Lawndale Living, the show that features everything Lawndale. I'm your host, Anita Khalatbari. National Night Out is an annual event when the whole country celebrates our partnership with our public safety workers. By working to develop relationships with our police and fire departments, we all make our communities safer. Our city's event was no exception as residents learned more about these services, as well as getting to know our local deputies and firefighters a little bit better.
For a lot of people that aren't familiar with National Night Out, what it is, the concept was started more than 3 decades ago, and the idea is to build relationships with firefighters and law enforcement and all our first responders on a non-traumatic event. And for most people, they meet firefighters or law enforcement after an accident or in the middle of a fire. When they're a victim, it's not a good time to have that first encounter. So the purpose of National Night Out is to have an event where the community can come together, they can meet our law enforcement, they can meet our firefighters.
I think it's a wonderful time because it gives the community a chance to come out, get face-to-face with their paramedics and their fire and our sheriffs without being in the middle of an emergency. So it gives them a chance to get to know them, realize that they're actually people and just like the rest of us. So it's a great time to get the community together and come out and take that little extra time just to get to know each other.
It is so important for us to take time out on an event like this one that's happening all over the country to get to know our neighbors, to recommit to working in our communities and making our communities stronger and being volunteers and do everything that we can to be safe and secure and to say thank you to our first responders.
Well, it brings law enforcement and the community together, and it allows us to interact and develop partnerships with the community so we can better help solve the community's problems.
But also we have a lot of groups here. Like I said, we have churches. We have Resurrection Life Church. We have a number of our city businesses. AT&T, Cricket Wireless is here. Starbucks is here. And we also have our staff that is here.
Well, of course, we're here at the National Night Out just giving out flyers, and we have a game for the kids. So we're just letting people know about the committee and what's going on in the community and everything. And we're especially pushing for Cleanup Week, which is September 21st through September 29th. That's 2 full weekends of garage sales with no permit. Also, because the trash company is working with us, we're going to have curbside pickup of appliances and things like that on regular trash days.
It's getting out, meeting with the folks in the community, letting folks know, getting to meet the staff with all the staff in the key city departments, as well as getting to know the staff at community development and letting them know what the requirements are. If they have any questions, to try to answer them as best as we can.
We're letting people know about what they can or cannot do in the property, what type of permits they need, such as a fence permit. A lot of people don't know they need a fence permit, flat work permits. We're giving away zoning maps and telling them what they need to get a building permit. We have a list right here, what's required for a building permit. And, if they have any other questions, giving away our cards to see if they need any help. And, they can call us or email us.
Basically, we're here for National Night Out, and we're here meeting our community and letting them know that we're here and we support them and
let them know about all of our great opportunities we have with explorers and volunteers and our youth program, and that's basically why we're here tonight.
We're the nonprofit that supports the Lawndale Elementary School District. We fund certain projects and activities that go above and beyond the curriculum, the standard curriculum for Lawndale schools. So all the money goes back directly into the schools for projects and activities. No salaries or anything like that. I work for the school district, so it's a volunteer program that we're all here to support our students.
We're registering people to vote. We're telling them about the new voting system coming their way March 2020 for the presidential primary and also the presidential general election with the county. Yeah, it's going to be great.
We, as municipal services officers, our role is to do enforcement, but also it's important what we do to enforce municipal codes, to make the city beautiful, to make it clean, to make it safe, and these are all part of the things we do as code officers and animal control officers and parking officers. So we are very happy to honor our Los Angeles County Fire Department and our Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. We rely on them heavily in the city. They provide an invaluable service to us, and we thank them, and this night is to celebrate what they do and understand the role they play in our safety.
We salute our local sheriff deputies and our local county firefighters for their courage and commitment to our community. The city also wants to say a big thank you to all of the terrific volunteers that help make our city a wonderful place to live, work, and play. Recently, the city held an awards dinner for all the volunteers and as a way to express our appreciation.
You know, the volunteers here in the city of Lawndale means a great deal to us because we could not have these programs here in the city of Lawndale without their help, without their volunteerism. We have a lot of programs here in the South Bay. I mean, we get comments throughout the South Bay about all of the programs that we have, whether it's for our seniors, whether it's for our youth activities, and we could not do that without our volunteers.
What other people don't recognize that live outside of Lawndale is how fortunate as Lawndale residents we are to offer as many things as we do. Our city council works really hard to make sure that every year that those events can still go on.
We have some of the best volunteers anyone can ask for.
We could function without them, but it would be a lot more expensive. It'd be a lot more work for staff. They're just tremendous.
I think one time we calculated how much money it actually saved the city, and you know, all the time they've put in, we're really fortunate to have them.
And the volunteers are great. They're always so happy. They're just have the volunteer attitude where service is key, and they keep coming back. And I think because of events like this, the volunteer sponsorship recognition dinner helps to keep them coming back.
We're in a time where it's really hard to get people to do things, so it's valuable for the city to recognize them. I think we all appreciate that.
We've got volunteers here that have been here for 2 decades. They might not do as many hours as they did 20 years ago, but they still keep coming out.
Because I'm retired at this point in time and I've done the work, and now I'm out to have fun and help other people have fun as well.
Keeps me out of trouble.
They mean everything to the community. They're so awesome. They give all their time, and what's wonderful about it is it really comes from their hearts, you know?
To the city, thank you for always including the Lawndale Rotary Club. We appreciate the dinner. We appreciate the relationship with the city of Lawndale.
If you've been thinking about helping in your community and would like the idea of volunteering with the city, you can contact the Community Services Department at area code 310-973-3270 or visit us online at www.lawndalecity.org. One of the biggest questions local homeowners face when choosing to do home improvements is knowing when you need to get a permit. Our Community Development Department is here to help you find out how to inexpensively and legally get what you want and save you lots of time and expense in the process.
Today we're going to talk about flat work permits and what's required. Flat work permits are required if you're changing your front yard landscaping or if you're adding in a parking pad or changing any concrete in your front yard area. The city ordinance requires that you complete an application and pay an applicable fee and submit it to the Community Development Department. What we've been seeing typically, though, unfortunately, is folks have been, code enforcement's been getting complaints, and folks are finding out they didn't know they needed a permit. The first thing we recommend you do before you do any work, commence any work in your front yard, is come and see our friendly staff here at the Community Development Department. They'll be happy to explain all the requirements and go over the flat work permit requirements, as well as the submittal information you need to put on the application itself. For changing out your landscaping in your front yard, it's pretty simple. We require a minimum of 50% live landscaping in your front yard. We have that list of plants that'll help you meet those requirements, and we provide that to you free of charge. If you qualify for a flat work permit for a parking pad, you need to meet certain requirements and be deficient in the required parking of a 2-car garage for each unit our current code requires. And if you do not meet that requirement, then generally you can meet the requirements for a parking pad request. Just check with the department and let us know what you want to do, and we'll help you walk you through that process.
If you're thinking about a home improvement project and you want to find out more about the city's permit process, please don't hesitate to call our friendly and helpful planning department staff at area code 310-973-3230 or visit us online at www.lawndale.city.org. Now, with school having just started, you might not be thinking about school safety. We want to remind you about some safety tips that can help protect your kids. For instance, if you were driving in a school zone, be on the lookout for school zone signals and always obey the speed limits. Always stop for school buses that are loading or unloading children. Watch out for school crossing guards and obey their signals. Never text while driving in a school zone. Avoid using a cell phone unless it is completely hands-free while driving in a school zone. If you're riding a bike, make sure your child always wears a bicycle helmet. Always stay on the right-hand side of the road and ride in the same direction as traffic. Choose the safest route between home and school and practice it with children until they can demonstrate traffic safety awareness. If possible, try to ride with someone else. There is safety in numbers. If you're walking, try and walk to school with other students. There is strength in numbers. Go straight home after school. Do not go anywhere else without permission. Only cross streets at designated crosswalks, street corners, and traffic-controlled intersections. Always look both ways before crossing the street and never enter streets from between obstacles like parked cars, shrubbery, and signs. Avoid talking to strangers. Teach your children to get distance between themselves and anyone who tries to approach them or make contact with them, and never get into a vehicle with anyone, even if they know them, without your permission. For more safety tips and information, you can visit the National Safety Council online at nsc.org. Now let's take a look at some of the great events and programs that are coming your way with the Lawndale Living Community Calendar.
Thanks, Anita. The City of Lawndale always has lots of great programs and events for the whole community. Coming up Saturday, September 14th, starting at 11 a.m., is the much anticipated 7th Annual Lawndale Blues Festival. If you like great music, classic cars and hot rods, and lots of good food, you will have a blast. This annual event is held at Jane Adams Park and just keeps getting better every single year. For more information, give the city's Community Services Department a call at area code 310-973-3270 or visit us online at www.lawndalecity.org. Also coming up this month is the Lawndale Cleanup Week and Cleanup Day. Starting September 21st through September 29th, you can have garage sales without a permit. You can also recycle small appliances and other items by placing them on the curb on your scheduled trash day. On September 22nd and Saturday, September 28th, you can drop off bigger items like furniture, large appliances, and e-waste for disposal at the Public Works yard. However, hazardous waste will not be accepted. Saturday, September 28th is Cleanup Day, where you can help volunteers clean up the trash in the city and get a free Wiener Schnitzel hot dog as well. Have you ever been wanting to pick up a low-cost dance class? Or how about a nutrition class? Or maybe even learn to play the guitar? There's lots more great classes and events that you can choose from, and open registration is happening now. So give the Community Services Department a call at 310-973-3270 973-3270 or visit us online at www.lawndale.city.org. Would you like to grow your own vegetables but just don't have enough space? Now you can with the City of Lawndale's Mackenzie Gardens. Now for a nominal fee, you can rent your very own 400 square foot garden plot and grow your own delicious vegetables. And then finally, Veterans Day is coming in November, and the city is hosting its annual Field of Honor event to remember individuals who served in the United States military. Commemorative flags can be purchased and dedicated to the loved ones for $25 each. Well, that about wraps it up for the Lawndale Living Community Calendar. Back to you, Anita.
Thank you, Tom. Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of Lawndale Living. If you'd like to find out more about any of the programs you've seen on the show today, give us a call at area code 310-973-3200 or go to the city's website at www.lawndalecity.org. And if you have an idea for an upcoming episode of Lawndale Living, or if you have any questions, you can give us a call at area code 310-973-3259 or email us at citytv@lawndalecity.org. Remember, you can always find out what's on Lawndale City TV Cable Channel 3 by going to the city's homepage and clicking on the City TV guide on the right side of the screen under Quick Links. This will give you a listing of all the great shows on Lawndale City TV. And if you don't have cable TV, you can still watch us by streaming our channel live by clicking on the watch button. And remember, you can also find all of our shows in beautiful high-definition video by searching for Lawndale City TV on YouTube, where you can now also stream City Council meetings live. Please subscribe and bookmark us too. You can also like, follow, and get notifications about Lawndale City TV on Facebook and with Twitter. Now, for all those here at Lawndale City TV and City Hall, I'm your host, Anita Khalatbari. We'll see you next time.